Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our Swiss chocolate run here and just finished emptying out this barn right here. And actually, I'm just checking something real quick. My audio volume was a little bit low, but we'll see. Just finished emptying out this barn, so we'll just pull this guy aside for now and go ahead and sell these things. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. Wrong button, wrong button. Sorry, buddy. You're doing good. You're doing great. Well, you're not doing great because you're randomly jumping over to different fields, but that's a different issue altogether. All right, so we're going to come over here. We are definitely going to select you, sell you, get a little bit of money back for that. Select you, sell you, get money back for that. We then need to grab you. Let's go drop off this, go pick up the cart, come back, pick up all those odds and ends, get them out of the way. Because I have a plan. May not be a good plan, but we're going to see what it does. All right, I'm just going to leave this nearby for now. I guess it was that trailer that was damaged. This trailer's pretty damaged as well. Grab the cheese real quick while we're over here. All right, good stuff. Why can't you unload? Sometimes it weirds out. There we go. All right, we definitely want to get anything that is, doesn't matter how full it is. All right, here's all our stuff cleaned up, and we'll see if what I want to put over here will fit. It's not going to be cheap, and it may ultimately just not, it may be putting us further backwards than it needs to be, but I want to do it because I need to know if it's even remotely worth it for, if not for this save, for future saves. And you guys might have already figured it out. So we're going to get us a biogas plant. The bigger the biogas plant, the quicker it pays itself off. This one is way too big. Interestingly enough, I think this one's actually potentially almost small enough to fit here. To actually get almost narrower as time goes, as you get bigger and bigger. We're going to, okay, we're definitely going to borrow some money. I forgot, for some reason I was thinking it was 250,000 bucks, but I think I'm thinking of a mod version that I've seen before. And this may be dumb. This may be a complete waste of time, waste of space, whatever. It takes a while for this to pay itself off, but it will, if we can keep it supplied, it will pay itself off. So that's the reason why I'm leaning towards doing it. Just to kind of give us another alternative thing. And again, learning. Even if I never finish the save by paying off the loan, I want to learn as much as I can from the save. And hopefully you guys can learn as well. So that's kind of my reasoning here. So, not really a lot of space here. What we may end up having to do, because I think I'd still just want this one. Where's the drop-offs and stuff? They're on that side. We may have to trim up this field a bit. I mean, I really like this one space-wise. Smaller. Why does the small one have to be so big? You know what I mean? I don't know that we can keep this one stockpiled with the cows that we got. I don't know this is big enough. Or if we have enough manure and slurry coming in for this one. How much slurry do we have right now? Oh, we got like 100,000 liters of slurry, right? And we've had these cows for, well, we can say we've had these cows for 9 months. So in 9 months' time, we've made 100,000 liters of slurry. That is, you know, 11,000 liters of slurry a month. That would make sense. So I had looked up a video the other day. Let me find that real quick. That showed me some spreadsheets that people had made. Slurry. No, I just want to look at my history. Slurry. Or not slurry. It was what? Biogas, I think. Biogas. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So this is it. Let me. I don't want to play the audio for somebody else's video, so let me just make sure that's muted. I think I get that. Okay, so I got my spreadsheet. I'm not going to show you this because, again, this is somebody else's work. I don't want to... I mean, the name of the person is Disturbed Simulations. If you want to go look it up, I'll at least give them credit for that. But, so the 250 kilowatt one uses... I'm trying to see the numbers of how much it uses per month. For slurry and manure each, it looks like it uses 505 times, I guess 24. So 12,000 liters per month. So we can almost keep the 250,000 one going from slurry standpoint. Now, how much manure do we have? Now, some of the manure we had was from previously. We would be, in theory, potentially getting more if we had both of them hooked up, because I don't think they both are hooked up right now. Where is it? It's under this. We've only got 72,000 liters there. We have more than we would need for the small one. We have almost enough for the big one, which does tell me that it might be worth just trying to get the big one rolling. And if worse comes to worse, we can always supplement it with silage. Silage is another way to kind of keep it busy. All right, I think we're going to go for the big one. And I know it's crazy. And again, that might mean we never pay off this loan in the course of the save. But I want to experiment with this biogas thing. And so I'm hoping you guys are okay with that. And if I know it works, then I will actually, set one up early on in a future game when we do like cows or something like that again. Or pigs, I guess. So So I think we're going to need right about 1 million. I will also need to, okay, you need to get started again so you can keep working. I'm also going to pick up that row of grass. So we'll be shrinking this field down a bit. I mean, I could, I suppose in theory, put it like over here by the sugar plant. No, I don't think there's enough space over here. Well, if we go into the trees, there might be. Let me move these things out of the way too, because if I decide it's going to be better over here, then this might be okay. Although I'd honestly thought about putting another set of cows over here at some point, but I think we'll be fine without that. Let's see. Construction. Production. So we're going to go for the big one, or the medium one, I should say. I mean, it does look like it will fit here. Maybe a little bit large and in charge. Okay, what does it look like over here? I think we turn it this way in order to have all those outputs on this side of things. I think something like that's okay. So we would just lose those 2 rows of grass, potentially. I think this will be fine. We'll see what this looks like. So let's grab you, go pick up those 2 rows of grass. I'll probably proactively trim back the field just so that it's not trying to pretend like it's still a field, which sometimes it does. Trim up 3 just to be safe. Now, my math says that from just the manure and slurry alone, the 99 kilowatt one should pay itself off in like 8 to 10 years. The 250 kilowatt one should pay itself off in 6 to 8 years. I think closer to the 6 than the 8. Same thing for the 99. So I think it's closer to the 8 than 10. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 99 is 10 years, right about. I think the 250 is 8 years. The 500 kilowatt, I think, is about 4 years. And, sorry, 6 years. And the 1 megawatt, I think, is about 4 years. I think that's the right math, something like that. And it's plus or minus a few months, I think, is kind of what it comes down to. But it kind of almost averaged out to almost exactly, because it's almost double each time, right? The 99 kilowatts, a little bit less than half of the 250, but it's almost double each time. So you gain a little bit extra efficiency as you go along. Okay, that's all done. Let's do construction. Let's just do landscaping. We're just going to paint some. Honestly, for now, we're just going to paint some dirt. Just doesn't really matter what it is. I just want to kind of have a clean slate from where the fields are. We'll clean this up a bit more in a minute, maybe. All right, something like that. So production, wrong button. All right, let's drop this big bad boy. I mean, do I put it at a little bit of an angle just to kind of help it tuck in there a little bit better? I think this is still going to eat into the field a bit, but I think we'll make it work. Honestly, I kind of want to just be relatively flat. So we'll look at it from this angle, I guess, so it's not, hopefully not digging into that field too much. Now, I can't hide my equipment back there too much either. Go something like that. It might dig into the pavement over there, though, is my problem. No? Okay. I trimmed it in well. So we will grab the landscaping. We're going to go back to grass this time, I guess. I should have just done it from the beginning, but I wanted to be able to see what I was doing. So we'll just make this regular grass. Something like that. Guess I'm trying to use the mouse. I'm not getting this line right where I want it. Probably means I'm spending more money than I need to, but whatever. Trying to define a relatively clean field line over here. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but close-ish. And then I guess we will plant some weeds. Yes, I'm spending lots of money for something that doesn't really matter, but it makes me happy to see it somewhat better. I'm going to... I want to clean up this dirt patches a little bit. For now, I'm going to leave them there. They're fine. Well, we may clean them up later. Okay, so I got grass. Field is quite a bit smaller, but that's okay. Let's get you over here to mow the rest of this, please. And we'll drop off some slurry in here and see what happens. Never used the biogas in this version before. That's a big part of the reason why I wanted to go ahead and just try it out. Even if it ultimately, like I said, means we never get out of debt. I just really wanted to see what it does. It really, all it does is it gives you electricity and methane, right? That you can sell. So there's no, that's the type. And you can keep that methane electricity if you want to, you know, be efficient with your tractors and have an electric tractor or a methane tractor, things like that. We're not planning on doing that, but it is an option. Let's make sure the slurry or the silage for that is turned on. So there's a biogas plant right there. So silage, slurry, manure. So we turn off on whatever we're processing. So I can do, like I said, 505 per round, which is accurate, what I saw, and then 24 hours. So yeah, that is correct. Good. This is grass silage, please. So with this setup in mind, we want to save all of our straw for manure, because we do want the manure to be able to supplement the slurry. Like I said, we know that we're going to have almost enough slurry per day based on the math that I already did. So hopefully that's accurate. Maybe it dips down a little bit when we sell some cows, but we should have some reproduction pretty soon after. So I think it'll be okay. It's really just the, oh, I should have been rolling this whole time. Been kind of distracted by this other stuff. It's really just the, okay, so here's the slurry. The manure that's not going to be that much. But hopefully the manure supplements the dips in the slurry, which does mean if we're not going to have exactly enough to process both manure and slurry each cycle fully, then we will not quite hit that, what is it, I think 6-year mark for this one, 8-year mark, something like that. But still, I think it's going to be fun to experiment with. And again, we can also put silage in here if we so choose. All right, let's make sure that slurry is getting turned on. At least we have a little bit of a backlog to help get us rolling from the beginning. It'll take a while to eat through this backlog. Actually, it will take a long time to eat through this backlog, considering we'll have enough each month to basically supply it, and then we'll have a huge backlog. This backlog is going to last us for several years, quite frankly. All right, we got more than it can even handle right now in there, so that's a good start, and we'll get some manure put in here just to get that rolling as well. Should be enough manure for a month as well. Although I'm not sure where this drops off at. Does it go into the big bucket and we just can't do it from this? Do I actually have to dump it in? That'll be a little bit annoying. Is there any way to like back up to it? Oh, this isn't, never mind. I'm dumb. This is not a tipper. This is a fertilizer. This is like, I don't think this can just drop, can it? Yeah, okay. I don't think it can. I think my brain was not processing what trailer I was running around with. Because I think part of it is because the slurry can do both. It can spray, but it also can empty. So my brain, I was like, the manure can do the same thing. Don't know that's entirely true. So let's find out. If we use this one instead. Which we'll figure out how to get that manure out of there at some point. Or we won't. One of the two. There we go. That's what we're missing. Okay. Fair enough. Now, unlike the windmill, this should be consistent money. So we did cap out on the manure. So we're going to turn that on. We will be getting digested back. So if we still want to fertilize, we still have that option. But let's fast forward to the top of the hour. Let's see if we can identify how much money we're making. Now, it's going to be hard with a windmill in the mix. Yeah, I don't know. 2062. Let's do one more hour. We'll have to take into account that it's the windmill and this. Actually, it may know it's not selling it yet. Let me check that here in a second. I still need to roll the fields. That's why I'm not fast forwarding to a new day. So that might just be windmill money. I think that's just windmill money. So is it a setting in here to sell that? Or is it not? Or maybe it just auto sells at the end of the day or something. I actually don't know how it works. Is there something over here? I guess we could sell the digested too. It would be worth virtually nothing. I actually don't know how it works. It's possible it's already selling stuff and I'm just not realizing it. What is this thing? Is there a money or place for money from like electricity? Oh, there's biogas income right there. Okay, so we are making income. We made $463 already, which isn't a lot to be fair, but it's only what, been an hour and a half. So it is something, right? Where we are making some money. So we'll mess around with that some more next episode. I'm just gonna turn you off for now. But we'll get these fields rolled and we'll figure all this stuff out. But I just wanted to kind of get that set up. See how it goes. We'll see if we like it. A couple extra ways to make some money while we're doing the cows and stuff. And we'll go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you. And I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.